Sarah and I'm here for the graduate position.
Hi, I'm Ali, I'm going to be interviewing you. The first question, could you just talk us through your CV and explain your highs and lows of your previous employment?
Yeah. I have worked across different manufacturing companies and IT companies, and the highs of my recent positions have been, I've been part of teams. We've done lots of team building exercises and delivered some really good projects. The lows of my previous employment are perhaps not having enough technical knowledge to support some of the projects I've been involved with. However, I am willing to learn if there are opportunities for training and learning.
Okay. What has attracted you to the position that you've applied for today?
Okay, well, I am aware of the business. I've done a bit of research on the website. It is a growing innovative company, and there are lots of different projects that the company is involved with. And I would like to be part of the growth of these exciting times, and I feel I have a lot to contribute to the role with my previous experience.
Okay. What do you know about the business processes which contribute to the production of goods and services of an organisation?
Okay, well, because I've worked in other manufacturing companies, I am aware of the goods received, sales order processes. I am aware of how finance departments work, purchasing departments work. I've also been involved with many projects in the middle of the organisation, like capacity planning, implementation, and lots of productive work activity. I've also been involved with exporting and deployment of services as well. So I've actually got a lot of experience from right at the beginning all the way through the business process.
Okay. Could you talk us through your knowledge of budget management?
Okay. Well, I am aware that a business has accounts and profit and loss and different types of accounts, and it has a cash flow. That generally the finance director will set general budgets for each department, and I am aware that each manager will be responsible for a certain budget and to make sure that all the costs associated with the different projects within that department would be managed by the manager. And obviously any staff that work with the manager will probably help to make sure that everything is cost effective, that there's everything's cost effective and that we don't overrun budgets.
Okay. Could you talk us through your skills of operational strategising, and explain any policies and procedures that you've contributed to?
Okay, so obviously big organisations have different strategies. Whether it's reducing cost or whether it's implementing streamlined processes. I have been involved with streamlining lots of paper-based processes, and I've been involved with working with different teams and organising and task management to make sure that certain objectives are met in order to streamline processes and things. I've been involved with many projects within my previous experience that help different organisations meet their objectives and strategies.
Okay. Could you give a specific example of when you've managed third-party relations?
Okay. In a previous role, we've had to implement software into a nursery environment, and we had to deal with different IT project, and I have been responsible enough to actually communicate with those third parties, find out what their objectives are and try to negotiate things with third parties.
Okay, thank you. Could you give us a specific example of when you've had to solve a complex challenge?
Okay. Going back to working in manufacturing, there was lots of delivery problems that weren't that the customer was jumping up and down to say where are the goods, and I've been involved with looking through all the reasons why something could go wrong and trying to establish a contingency plan. So I've been involved with looking at all the issues that were raised at the time, and discussing with different people and different teams of how best we could resolve the issue, and then coming together with a plan, an action plan, and try and overcome the obstacles.
Okay. Could you please describe an example of a project or contract that you've delivered or managed?
Okay. I've delivered various, been part of different projects. One in particular would be an internal project whereby we had an accounts process, and it was taking a lot of time to proceed with a customer's order because of all the paperwork, and there were lots of bottlenecks involved. So what we've done in the past is value stream map the process and look at where all the bottlenecks were and try and put things in place to resolve that so it's a smooth process. And then eventually the customer's happy, the staff involved are happy, and that was a reduced turnaround.
Okay, thank you. Could you talk us through your experience with managing diverse teams?
Okay. When I worked at one of my previous jobs, we've worked in the council. There were lots of different people within a department. Some people did programme management, some did project management, and some were administrative team. And they all had different tasks. And I was able to, whatever tasks were given to me, I was able to communicate with all the different people, from senior managers to executives, to junior members of staff. So I have worked in lots of different diverse teams, people with different skill set and different ethnic, social cultures as well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Just going to ask you a few quick questions. Could you just explain your current salary and benefits?
Okay. Well, I've noticed that the job is £16,000 to £21,000. I am currently looking for something that is about 16 to 17 at the moment. So I'd be quite happy to, come in on a lower wage with a view to taking on more responsibility and a view to develop my skills further.
Okay. What notice period or availability have you got if you were to get this job role?
Well, I'm currently on 2 weeks' notice, so I'll be able to start in 2 weeks' time.
Have you got any holidays booked?
No, there's no commitments or anything.
Are you attending any other interviews?
I've nothing planned, but I have been looking at other graduation positions.
And do you know what the dress code is for this company?
I'm not so sure, but I will, we're quite happy to dress appropriately, whatever situation